Buying stocks is easy, but do you have the discipline? Do you have the patience? Are you so emotional in your stocks that when your stock goes down $500 or $1,000 that you go crazy? If that's so, you cannot buy stocks. It's all about patience. Do you have the patience? Let me address this. I'm not a financial analyst. You're not going to get a deep dive into stocks on this channel. If you're looking for that, you got to go somewhere else. I'm speaking to the 9-to-5 guy, the regular guy, the average guy about stocks. And I speak in terms that is basic. Could I go into detail? Yes, but I don't want to. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here to tell you that these stocks are undervalued and that you should take a look at them. Do your own research. Use ChatGPT. Do a deep dive in them if you want to learn more about these stocks. I'm throwing them out because a lot of people don't pay attention to these undervalued stocks, and they could be wealth builders for you. So, with that being said, you have to have patience. If you don't have patience, if you're not a long-term investor, if you're so emotional wrapped up into your stocks that you can't take when your stocks go down 25%, or if you lose $1,000 in a day, if you lose $10,000 in a month, if you can't take that, then you have to buy ETFs and just play it out, get your 8 to 10% back a year. If you have the mental fortitude and you think long-term and that you're not trying to get a quick buck, you're not trying to get rich overnight, then you should buy these undervalued stocks. In my last video, I point out Nike. Now, a lot of people, that was very controversial because that stock is down for the year. I have another one, Netflix. We all know Netflix. You pay Netflix every single month. Netflix is an undervalued stock, and I consider it a utility because it comes directly out your paycheck, the payment, right? You pay each month. You don't even pay attention to it. You pay your little $12, $13, $15 each month. You don't even worry about it. But you keep it because you like to turn it on every day. You turn on Netflix. You want to know what's coming out. They got live sports, and it's been down for the year. It's down like 30-something% for the year. And it continues to hover around $75, $76. It's undervalued. Again, you're not going to get a deep analysis. I'm just using common sense. Wall Street is not paying attention to Netflix. Back in the day, Netflix used to be the Wall Street darling. Everybody used to buy Netflix. And right now, nobody's buying it. They're buying memory stocks. They're buying chip stocks. This is the chance to buy Netflix when it's down. Right now, you're getting a 25 to 35% undervalued stock that's going to be around forever. Netflix is sitting at $75 right now. Buy some shares. Do your research. This stock has recurring money. Everybody pays it every month. It's a utility. It's going to have live sports. It's going to have NFL. It probably getting an NBA. Think about the longevity of what Netflix started from to where it's going. We don't even know the capabilities of what Netflix has. It's a great long-term stock. It's the original FANG member, because it used to be part of FANG, right? It's a tech company, and it's been down for the year. You can dollar cost average in there if you want to buy this type of individual stock. You have to have patience in this market. If you don't have patience, you cannot be an investor. If you're trying to be a trader, that's something different. I'm talking about long-term. When I make these videos, I'm speaking to the long-term investor. You're supposed to buy your ETFs first, like the VOO, QQQ, VTI, VUG, SCHD, some of those type of ETFs. Then once you buy those ETFs, then you can start buying these individual stocks. But you got to have patience. You got to think long-term. You're not going to get rich overnight. Some of these stocks that I've mentioned are down for the year and down almost 2 years, but they will come back. Wall Street is not paying attention to them. But when Wall Street gathers all their muscle and all their money, they're going to pour into these stocks that are undervalued. They're going to pour into a Nike. They're going to pour into a Celsius, a SoFi, a Netflix, just like they did AMD, just like they did Microsoft. They did the same thing with Google. They were saying, oh, Google, nobody's paying attention to Google. And next thing you know, Google went up 30, 40, 50% like 3 months. Same thing is going to happen to these stocks. Tomorrow, Home Depot reports. Watch how Home Depot reports their numbers, and all of a sudden, Wall Street is going to give Home Depot a pass, and then Home Depot is going to go up. Initially, it'll probably go down for a little bit because they're not going to report great numbers, but they're going to have a turnaround story. And that's all Wall Street needs is a turnaround story. Once the CEO or the CFO come out with a turnaround story and they report great numbers, and they're showing like 4-year guidance, that's when Wall Street jumps into these stocks. So all Wall Street needs is 4-year guidance. They need a turnaround story from the CEOs, and once they get that 4-year guidance and a turnaround story from the CEOs, that's when Wall Street jump into these stocks. So I would just be patient. Hold on to the stocks. If you really believe in those stocks, you did your research, hold on to them. Don't rush out of them. No matter what nobody says. It's going to be a lot of naysayers in the comments. There's going to be a lot of people talking about, oh, don't buy this stock, don't buy that stock. They said the same thing about Google. They said the same thing about Microsoft. They're saying the same thing about Celsius and SoFi. And I'm telling you, SoFi is a great long-term growth stock. Celsius is a long-term growth stock. Netflix already proved themselves plenty of times. And I think Nike is a great long-term stock. Am I going to hold it forever? No, but once it doubles, I'm going to cash out. Too many people are wrapped up into their stocks. They can't lose. If you can't lose $1,000, don't be in the stock market. If you can't wait 2-3 years, don't think long-term. Go ahead and be a trader. Go ahead and trade those penny stocks. But if you don't have the mental fortitude to think long-term, to know that these stocks will come back like they always do. I'm talking about great stocks. I'm not talking about penny stocks. I'm talking about stocks that have great names that you drive by every single day. Just like Target. When Target was down 2 years ago, nobody wanted to touch Target. Guess what happened? Target is up 60% since January. Target was just like Nike. Nobody wanted to touch Target. That's what happens in the stock market. You have to get Wall Street to pay attention to these stocks. Right now, Wall Street is not paying attention to those stocks. They have no interest in them. They only want chip stocks and memory stocks. They don't want to buy consumer stocks. They don't want to buy stocks that's been down 30%. They don't have no interest in them. That's why you have to pay attention to it. You have to do your research. You cannot buy stocks at the top. You buy low, sell high. That's how you invest in the stock market. The stock market is easy. The problem is people don't want to buy undervalued stocks. They don't want to buy them. They're scared to buy them because they listen to all the naysayers. They listen to all people in the comments talking about, oh, don't buy this stock, don't buy. The stock is undervalued. Do you really think that Nike is going down to zero? Do you really think that Netflix is going to zero? Do you really think that Celsius is going to zero? Like, think about it. You drive by it. You drive by these stocks every day. You go in the stores, you see these stocks. You go, you buy Nike. You have Nike in your closet. You pay Netflix. You know all your family members had Netflix. All your children got Nikes. Everybody went back to school. Think about it. These stocks are not going to zero. They just need a turnaround story. Once they have a turnaround story, these stocks will fly. And they fly up 30, 40, 50% in less than 6 months. I've seen it. I've only been in the stock market for at least, 6-7 years, right? And each time I'm like, oh man, these stocks aren't doing nothing. I sell it. 6 months later, they go up because they have a turnaround story. 4-year guidance. And analysts, they have these upgrades, right? When analysts have these upgrades, they raise the stock price and then everybody follows. Wall Street is nothing but a bunch of followers. That's all they are. That's why buying stocks is easy. It's just, do you have the patience? Are you emotionally ready to buy stocks? Do you have the mental fortitude to buy stocks? If you don't have that, then just buy ETFs like VOO, QQQ, VTI, VUG, SCHD. Buy those ETFs. But if you have patience, if you can wait a little bit, if you don't need the money right now, if you can wait 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, accumulate these stocks while they're down, you'll be a wealthy person. Just like that guy from the Financial Education Channel. He always buys stocks low. He always buys undervalued stocks. Yes, he goes into deep dive. He does analysis and he buys stocks, and he has a method for buying undervalued stocks. But he does buy undervalued stocks. He does his research. He does not buy stocks at the all-time high. Never. Right now, he's buying American Express. It's down for the year. He's buying Celsius. He bought Elf. He bought SoFi. He's buying Netflix. He has Nike. And he's a multi-millionaire. So obviously, he knows what he's talking about. You buy stocks low, sell high. It's that simple. You just got to have patience. If you don't have patience, yes, it's hard, man. Like, when I first bought stocks, I was buying stupid stocks. I was just buying penny stocks. And I was like, damn, it kept going down, down. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have the patience. It took me years to get the patience. I think it takes at least 2 to 5 years to have patience. And even now, it's hard to see that my portfolio goes down 10, 20%. But I have gained a lot of confidence in my stock picking, and also understand that you just have to be in it for a long time. You have to have patience, and that allowed me to buy AMD when it was down to like $100. And I have, I was able to accumulate some money from AMD. Same thing with Microsoft. I knew Microsoft was a great stock. I understand why people were selling that stock. That was stupid. And I knew I was buying that at a low. I kept buying that, and I made a lot of money off that. Right now, I'm buying Netflix. I'm buying Nike. I'm buying Celsius. I bought Elf. I'm just saying, like, that's all you gotta do. You have to buy these undervalued stocks that you know. Obviously, yes, you have to go into your own deep analysis and buy stocks that you understand. Stop buying these penny stocks. Stop following the crowd. Buy these stocks. Try your best to get 25, 50, 75, 100 of these stocks for long term, right? If you do that and just hold on to them for a long time, throughout the ups and downs, after all the analysis and all the money that's been taken out, wiped out by these stocks, if you do that, you wait for 4-year guidance and wait for the stock to turn around. You wait for analysts to upgrade the stock, and you wait for Wall Street to all dump back into these stocks, you're gonna make a lot of money. But you gotta be patient. That's all it is with the stock market. Too many people are emotional in the stock market. That's all it is. Warren Buffett said the same thing. It's all about having patience. And that's why most of these investors, right, they always recommend that you buy ETFs. It has nothing to do with not knowing how to buy stocks. It's just a lot of people don't have the patience. And if you don't have the patience, if you're so emotional and tied up into your stocks, like, oh man, I can't lose this money, then you can't buy individual stocks. It's serious. It's that simple. It is so simple to buy individual stocks. Do not let them people on TV tell you can't do it, because you can. You just got to buy stocks that are undervalued and hold on to them for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I'm investing for the long term. So in the meantime, stay focused on your money. Make sure you don't get all emotional about buying these stocks. Do your research and buy for long term. And keep it Econ 100, man. You already know.